What's up, guys? Hokage Puya here, and we need to talk about the Bayern transfer stuff that's going on right now for the defensive planning at Bayern. I don't know what's going on in attack. I don't know what Eberl and company and Driesen are all thinking about in the attack. But there's news coming out, all this news, confirmed news. This is legit news coming out about Bayern's defensive planning and transfer plans for the summer. And let me tell you, boy, for most of these, I don't agree. I don't agree with most of these decisions that are happening. I can't really even understand the thought process of letting some of these players go and bringing certain players in. I genuinely can't see why we would do this. We're creating issues at the club, and I don't see why I'm telling you, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. I have everything I want to talk about right now. Thank you, IMES, send me the best Twitter page, keeping me updated at all times. Let's just get into it right away. The first news: Nusar Mazraoui, my Moroccan brother, Nusar Mazraoui, reported by Politico, probably the most reliable guy on Bayern News right now, Politico. Nusar Mazraoui, allowed to leave Bayern this summer for the right offer. Bayern's plans to keep Sasha Bowie and Josip Stanisic for the right back position. What? You guys, I'm telling you, Sasha Bowie isn't good. You could tell if you know football, you could look at a player and tell if he's good enough or not. You guys, yes, Sasha Bowie hasn't gotten a fair shot. He got injured when he came. But I saw from the minutes I saw from Sasha Bowie, a guy who I see having defensive positioning issues, and I saw a guy who was technically not good enough for Bayern. I didn't see the technical quality. I didn't see potential, is what I'm trying to say. I could typically look at a player 30, 40 minutes of game time and say, yeah, this guy is good enough or not. I looked at Sasha Bowie, and deep down in my heart, I wasn't convinced. I wasn't happy with what I saw. 30 million for this, and we wasted the one-piece transfer announcement on him. But Mazraoui, guys, when Mazraoui gets runs of games in this team, dude, he always shows his quality in the attacking phase of the game, in the defensive phase of the game. In my opinion, he's the better than Hakimi. He is the best Moroccan fullback. He is one of the best, most well-rounded fullbacks in the world. Against Real Madrid and Arsenal in the Champions League, we saw how good he could be, both technically while playing out of the back, linking up with Guerrero, and defensively. So I am not understanding why we all of a sudden he's dispensable. Why is he all of a sudden dispensable? I really do not get it. And the only reason I could think of is injury. He's had some injuries coming to Bayern. But what's the Sasha Bowie came and got a long-term injury 1 month into being at the club. So I'm sorry, in recent times, Mazraoui hasn't been that injury prone. He's been reliable. But we're all of a sudden just gonna ship him off? You guys, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Now, Sasha Bowie is my main issue here with this. Josip Stanisic, Bayern Academy player, went and had a fantastic season at Leverkusen right now. I do think, this is the right move. Josip Stanisic being given more game time, being brought back to Bayern after his loan spell at Leverkusen. Yes, this I fully agree with, 100%. And, maybe that could be the reason. Maybe we're planning with Josip Stanisic as our starting right back. And it looks like we're going to extend, or we're trying to extend Alphonso Davies. If those are the guys we want to see as our starting fullbacks, Davies and Stanisic, then I could see why they would allow Mazraoui to leave. But remember, guys, the key thing here is the right offer. Now, I think Bayern is evaluating Mazraoui at 30 million. I think that's too cheap. Mazraoui, for me, is at least a 50 million fullback. I really hope Mazraoui doesn't leave. He could play left back. He could play right back. He could play midfield as well. Very versatile player. And I really believe he wants to be at this club and prove himself, but we're just suddenly allowing him to leave. Especially for the likes of someone like Sasha Bowie, who I'm seriously not convinced with. This is the wrong move, man. Mazraoui, I hope he stays. But you guys, this is just the beginning of the bad news, man. No. You guys, look who reported this. Fabrizio Romano. Bayern will be open to consider big offers for Joshua Kimmich. At the moment, talks between Bayern and Kimmich are a total standby. Bayern are prepared to let him go in case of a big proposal. You guys, I personally don't see Joshua Kimmich leaving. Don't get me wrong, because it needs to be a big proposal, right? But even if you're saying he's a big proposal, Bayern is telling us, company, Eberl, Driesen, they're telling us that Joshua Kimmich is dispensable. I'm sorry, he is not dispensable. He is not. With Josip Stanisic coming back, with Mazraoui, if Mazraoui stays, I'm telling you guys, He is not. I don't believe in the gimmick that Joshua Kimmich is all of a sudden a horrible midfielder. He was the best, one of the best top. At least he was at least a top 5 midfielder in the world for 4 freaking years, 4.5 years. And we moved him back to right back after he lost some ideas in midfield and resurged himself as a right back. And one of the is one of the best right backs in the world, if not the best right back in the world. So why is he all of a sudden dispensable? Why all of a sudden, if a big offer comes in, say like 70, 80 million comes in, that we'll let him go? Horrible move, guys. This is a guy that wants to retire at Bayern. He loves this club. He's the only guy that always consistently cares about the results. He has that dog. And we want to, you guys, I understand if Goretzka is dispensable. I understand that. Everyone thinks that Goretzka is dispensable, but Kimmich, what is this? You guys, we have a world-class midfielder and right back and we want to get rid of him? Now, the only thing that gives me hope that Kimmich won't leave is the fact that it needs to be a big proposal. And I think the only teams that Kimmich would actually go to, and Kimmich is not the type of guy that will go to a Chelsea and Manchester United. So if those guys come in with a big proposal, he won't go there. The only clubs I could see Joshua Kimmich going to are Barcelona, are Manchester City, and Real Madrid. And Barcelona doesn't have the money to do a big proposal to us. So for me, it's Manchester City, because we know Pep loves Kimmich, and Real Madrid. He would be a perfect guy to bring in a couple years to replace Kroos in the midfield. So those are the only 2 teams I could see Joshua Kimmich leaving to. But I'm sorry, Bayern. We cannot let him go. We cannot. Joshua Kimmich is one of my goats, one of my favorite players of all time. Please. You guys, Joshua Kimmich has been here for 8 or 9 years. He has only had 3 months of bad form. And that was this season, in the beginning of the season at midfield, when he was shifted to right back eventually. You guys, did you just hear what I said? Joshua Kimmich has always been a standout player for 8.5 years out of 9 years at Bayern. You guys, he is not dispensable. I don't know what is happening. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. Fabrizio Romano tweeted this. I don't know. Absolutely. And you guys, the bad news does not end there. Actually, no, we're not going to. Okay. 2 things here. We'll start with Upamecano. I understand the Upamecano thing. Upamecano should be allowed to be up for offer. He should be allowed to be sold, right? Too many bozo moments. Under Tuchel completely lost his place in the team. But with Kompany coming in, apparently he likes Upamecano and his profile more than Ligt. So now all of a sudden, Bayern are planning to let go of 2 center backs this summer. Matthias Ligt is allowed to leave for a suitable offer. And although Kompany likes Upamecano, the Frenchman himself is open to a new challenge. His agent Musa Sissoko is exploring the market, reported by Kerry Howe, who is also a very reliable reporter when it comes to Bayern and Bundesliga news. I can understand the Upamecano thing because he's screwed us many times. But you guys, genuinely, Matthias Ligt, I think I can only think of one time Matthias Ligt has made a mistake for Bayern and cost us a goal. Matthias Ligt, when he plays for Bayern, you guys, this is the center back leader we've been wanting. When he is given games, this guy performs. What does Kompany not see in him? What does Kompany not see in Matthias Ligt? Is it his ball playing? Because his ball playing out of the back isn't even that bad. You guys, it's just, you guys, I don't know. I'm like 10 minutes into this video or something. I don't even know what to say anymore. Why is Matthias Ligt all of a sudden dispensable? I thought, coming into the summer, I thought guys like Upamecano, even though I still believe Upamecano is a quality center back, and when he's on form, he's one of the best in the world. I still believe in Upamecano's quality. So if he stays, I'm not against it. But, going into the summer, we thought guys like Goretzka, Upamecano, Gnabry, these guys were going to be dispensable. Not freaking Matthias Ligt, not Kimmich, not Mazraoui. We're creating problems for ourselves. These guys were not problematic to begin with. These guys performed for Bayern. But now we want to get rid of the performers and bring in new guys. I'm sorry, dude. I can't I don't mess with this. And the reason I'm going to get to the other news right now, but the reason we're all of a sudden letting go of 2 center backs is because of this. Now, I like Ito. And you guys, this kind of proves that no one actually knows what's going on at Bayern, because no one was reporting. You guys, 2 hours ago, no one was reporting that Ito was signing for Bayern. Now, just an hour later, an hour ago, it's all of a sudden confirmed Bayern have done behind closed doors a deal for Ito for 30 million. That's his hit 30 million. That's his release clause from Leverkusen, not Leverkusen, Stuttgart, and we're signing him until 2028. Now, for me, I like this Ito transfer. He's a great center back, left-footed. I think he is Stuttgart's best center back as well. I don't think Anton is. I think he is. So if we need a left-sided center back for 30 million, you can't get. There's not that many left-footed center backs out there. He's one of the best, and he's 25 right now, I think. So he's young. I understand this, but my issue is we want to bring in a guy like Ito. It looks like we're gonna probably bring in Jonathan Tah if Leverkusen allow it. We are getting rid of Matthias Ligt. If we get rid of Matthias Ligt and Upamecano and bring in Ito and Tah, in my opinion, that is a downgrade. That is a net downgrade. Now, if we keep De Ligt and we let go of Upamecano and bring Ito, that's successful for me. I like that move. If we bring in Upamecano, if we keep Upamecano and say we let De Ligt go and bring Ito in and Tah, I don't think that's an upgrade. Seriously, we have Kim and Jay. Eric Dyer, we saw, can do the job for us. So we have a guy like Eric Dyer who's going to be a squad center back. So why are we getting rid of the main guys for Bayern in the defense that have been performing well? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. I'm happy with this Ito signing, but I'm not happy that we're all of a sudden going to go bring Jonathan Tah in to be the leader of our defense. A guy in Jonathan Tah who was a brick. He was terrible. He was an average Bundesliga center back. And we don't know yet if Jonathan Tah can perform consistently. What if this was a one-off wonder season for him under Xabi Alonso? What if only Xabi Alonso's system and coaching style fits him? So I would have understood if we went after Jonathan Tah maybe next season, after we see another season if he continues to perform under Xabi Alonso. But right now, yes, he had a great season, but I can't trust it. I can't trust it. Now, if we brought Tah in for Upamecano, I'm not mad about it. The issue is Matthias de Ligt leaving Bayern. You guys, I'm sorry. Every time he's given a run of games in this team and he's playing consistently, you guys, he performs. He plays well. He leads that back line. He's a threat on corners. The squad likes him. He's only 24, I think. I really thought he was going to be the future of Bayern, but all of a sudden he's dispensable. Upamecano, everyone has known that he's dispensable as well, but to bring those guys, like guys like Tah and Ito in as the replacements for those guys, I can't agree with it. I can't agree with it. You know, if we're getting rid of if in one summer we get rid of Mazraoui, Kimmich, De Ligt, and we replace them with who knows what. Oh yeah, let's outline this. Say we get rid of Kimmich, Nusa Mazraoui, Matthias de Ligt, and our replacement for Mazraoui is Sasha Bowie. What? Our replacement for Kimmich is who knows what. It looks like we're gonna get the Palhinha deal done. I'm really happy with that, which is why I want Kimmich to stay. You guys, I could really see a Pavlovic, Kimmich, and Palhinha midfield three working wonders for this Bayern team. I seriously see it, which is why we can't let Kimmich go. These are competent midfield partners. Kimmich can cook with Palhinha and Pavlovic next to him. I swear to you, he will. But say we replace Kimmich with some guy. I don't know who. I don't know. Say we just get rid of Kimmich and say we replace Matthias de Ligt with Ito and Tah and we get rid of Upamecano. I don't think that's a net upgrade. I just think the squad kind of stays the same. I think that's a downgrade. No, I'm going to say it. I think that's a downgrade. So, you guys, all this news has been coming out the last couple of days. I kind of needed some time to process it. I'm still not sure what to think. The Ito thing, I think initial reactions right now is that it's good signing. But I get a negative feeling about letting guys like Mazraoui, De Ligt, and Kimmich go. I get a huge negative feeling for Kimmich. But for Mazraoui and De Ligt, I get a really sick feeling in my stomach that we'll regret that. Letting those two guys go, we'll freaking regret it. And if we let Mazraoui, the Davies thing also matters because if we let Davies go to Real Madrid, you have to keep Mazraoui, man. You have to keep Mazraoui. And I know Bayern all of a sudden have been trying to extend him, but I heard Alphonso Davies might have just rejected his new contract, so he might be going to Madrid. I'm not sure. Maybe we could do a swap deal for him and Ferland Mendy to get a defensively sound left back. I'm not sure. But it's a mess right now. I think Bayern's defensive planning so far is a mess. The only good thing is that this is, the transfer window isn't even open in Germany. So these deals can't go through or anything. We have a whole summer to keep planning. But from these initial news, pieces of news we're getting and the direction it's going in, I'm panicking a little bit. The Champions League final is in the Allianz Arena next season. Are these the players that could get us to the Champions League final? Not unproven Champions League players with a coach who has no experience in the Champions League. I don't know. Lots to say. I'm going to have a lot more to say all summer, guys. Tune in for that. Subscribe if you're new, if you want that Bayern talk. And yeah, that's it, man. Let's see what happens. This has been Okage Puya. I'll see you guys in the next one.